In French, we call it a rimé. If you're uber cool, you call it a Schrund. But what we're talking about is a Bergschrund. It's not a normal crevasse. It's basically the crevasse that will sit at the end of a glacier before you hit the steeper run. So it's basically in that transition angle between the flat glacier and the steep slope. A Bergschrund can be quite often an obstacle that can make your ascent possible or not possible, but it's definitely very often a crux. Even if it's filled in, you're always gonna wanna be roped up. You're gonna have to decide, okay, what's the most filled in place, so the less likely to be a big hole underneath. Can be nice sometimes to give a bit of a poke with a pole, with the handle of the pole, to see if it's a thin bridge or not. And you're gonna try to cross in a 90-degree angle from the Schrund. Once again, if you have your skis on, you always have a lot more surface on the snow, so a lot less chances to go through a snow bridge. If you can't do it with your skis on, you might need to get your ice axe out. And usually, if it's snowy, the way it works is like hold the handle and pull yourself. That works quite well. And if it gets really icy, it's gonna be like alpine style. The best way to cross the Bergschrund is to keep the rope tight and evolve gradually with always a lot of tightness in the rope. When you're gonna be in the lead, if you fall in the crevasse, because your companion is lower than you, you will not have much tension on the rope at all, so it will be really easy for the second to hold you up. When you need to belay the second one, that's when things get trickier, because the second one is gonna be lower than the first one, so if he falls into, the first one will have a lot more trouble. So then most of the time, the way to do it is to put an anchor in the snow or in the ice. And if you're not 100% sure, as the leader, you can anchor yourself a little bit and body belay your friend. So the rope goes over one shoulder and under the other one. Under, like the one where the rope is going under is the one which is going to be directly linked to the second one. And you just anchor your feet deep in the snow and then just pull. If you're crossing the Bergschrund up, you're going to need to cross it down. And there you need to consider if the Bergschrund is open in the right way or in the wrong way. So to know if you're going to land in a cool steep transition or if you're going to hit the wall of the Bergschrund. If any slough takes you or a little slab, everything will go into the Schrund, and that can change completely the consequences on such a fall. Hey, if you're up there crossing a Bergschrund, it means that you're having a pretty cool adventure. So like always, I'm gonna say, hey, be safe and have a great big line and a great time in the high alpines.